And our next showcase is YouthStop Alternatives in Motion for Success, and that's Ms. Cathy Bell. She's the founder and director of YouthStop AIM.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank you all for having us here today, and definitely want to say thank you to ETV as a career educator. I know the importance of ETV and what it has done for education in South Carolina as a resource, and we thank you very much for having us here. And also, hello and thank you to all of my colleagues here from the Department of Education, and those of you from around the state who, like me, have that passion of working with at-risk students. And so often when we hear the word at-risk, we immediately think of inappropriate behavior. Sometimes students who are considered bad, and not those like Dr. Curton's bad. But when I hear it, I think about symptoms. You know, symptoms of those inappropriate behaviors are just symptoms of something else. And I think that often as a teacher, I look at it from an educational standpoint, instructional. Often when students are not in the appropriate instructional setting, then you're not going to get the appropriate behaviors that you're looking for. With that in mind, I was given the opportunity many years ago to work in an alternative school where so many students who came across my path, I could not understand why they were in an alternative school. These students were very bright. They loved learning, but they came to us with 1 to 2 credits, which let me know that they were not being successful in the traditional high school setting. And I was given the opportunity to work with these young people and developed a program called Alternatives in Motion for Success. Alternatives in Motion for Success is a program that looks beyond the symptoms, and we look at the barriers and the problems that these students are having. And I came up with a system of allowing these students to work in an environment that would help them be successful. The YouthStop is an educational services center that provides alternative instructional opportunities and supportive services to approximately 100 students in Spartanburg community. We're currently working with students at Spartanburg High School, Dorman High School, Chapman High School, and Landrum. The YouthStop program follows that Alternatives in Motion for Success programming. Students who have not been successful in the traditional high school setting are referred to the YouthStop for 1 or more semesters to receive academic supportive services that will facilitate on-time graduation. These students are still currently enrolled in their high schools, but they come to us, some of them come to us during the regular school day, and others of them come to us in an extended day program for after-school programming. We use teacher-led instruction, we use computer-aided instruction, and students are offered new credit. They are offered new credit courses, some for dual credit. They are offered credit recovery courses. We also work with them in leadership development opportunities. We offer flexible scheduling. Other program offerings are such as work keys, testing and remediation. One of our partners in this endeavor is the Upstate Workforce Investment Board. So many of the opportunities that we have for students are not only preparing them to graduate from high school on time, but also to prepare them for the world of work. And we are able to do this by offering paid work experiences and internships, and some, of course, are not paid, some are shadowing. We also offer tutoring, counseling, homework help, and help with projects that they may have in their regular classroom. We employ a social worker, and that has been one of the, I think, one of the greatest helps for us, because so many of our children have barriers that are beyond the academic barrier. Some of them come from home situations such as parenting teams, single parent homes, and having a social worker there not only to work with the students but to also work with the families, we have found to be very successful. We have an academic placement coordinator who goes out to the schools and meets with the teachers to find out what barriers these students may have from an instructional standpoint, and she works with them on getting them up to par on their schoolwork, as well as looking at the career opportunities that they may have later in life. She works with trying to help align their studies and their work experiences opportunities with what they may like to accomplish when they graduate from high school. After the students graduate from us, we also provide for them assistance in post-secondary transition, as well as the world of work, the military. We have a formal year of follow-up that we work with the students, but we tell them once an AIM student, always an AIM student. So we have many young people who have been in our programs in years past who are still coming to us, and we welcome that. We have been very successful in our endeavors, but like Dr. Drew had said, 91% graduation rate and 86% are in college or the workforce is not good enough. We are, again, striving for 100% success, and we will not be finished until we reach that goal. We've had many young people who have completed the program, and we have many who are in school today, and of course were not able to come with us. But I have two that graduated from Spartanburg High School in 2009. They were in the class of 2009 at Spartanburg High School. They have gone on to do great things. Not only are they in college, they're also working to help put themselves through school. So they're going to tell us a little bit about their story, and this is Victoria Bruton and Evander Thomas.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victoria Bruton. I'm currently a Spartanburg Community College student, majoring also in education. First, I would like to say, like Dr. Drew mentioned, I was that black coal. I was the student that most teachers, most people, friends, relatives, whoever looked at me and said, you know what, that girl right there, she's not going to do it. Her father is in jail. Her mother is single parented, working hard. She lives in a poor community. I was, for sure, that coal that everybody thought would not make it. But the AIM program, the AIM staff, they were the ones that seen the diamond in me. They offered opportunities that are unbelievable, dual credit courses. I never even dreamed of going to college. My mother didn't have money to put me through college. But Ms. Bell, she offered these dual credit courses and these luncheons, and all these people came and talked to me and said, you can do it. You can do it. You can do anything that you put your mind through to. You can overcome all these obstacles no matter what they are. That is about all, besides the staff being so determined and they're just like your friend, not a teacher, not somebody that's just bashing you down, or somebody that understands what you're going through and that's there to support you, whether you're doing bad or you're doing good, but they're there to encourage, not to just lecture. They're there to encourage you to go on and do better things. And I realize now that I'm a prime example for students, and that's why I want to be a teacher, because I can show these students, look, I was in your position, I know what you're going through, and you can do it. I did it, you can do it. And that's all.
Before Evander makes some remarks, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you a little bit about Victoria. Victoria is in her third year of Spartanburg Community College. She received the Outstanding Elementary School Award, Teacher Award in Mathematics, and she will be transitioning into the University of South Carolina Upstate in January.
Hello everybody, how you doing? My name is Evander Thomas. I'm currently a student at Spartanburg Community College also. I have obtained a degree in automotive technology. I have an associate's degree in applied science, and I am currently pursuing a nursing degree. So I'm trying to continue my education, and because of me, I don't know, being exposed to what I was like, it was just kind of hard growing up because I didn't have a lot of mentors as far as family because that's where it started at. I mean, in elementary school, I just had, I wanted older cousins and, dad and uncles to look up to, but, going back to the fact that, they were on the dropout, my cousins and my uncles were on the dropout or either working, and not able to obtain an education. I didn't have anybody. And I felt like I was under a lot of pressure because I tried to be a brother. I have a younger brother, and I was trying to walk the right line because I also had him looking at me. I knew even though I didn't have anybody to look at, it was somebody looking at me. So it really influenced me. It was hard growing up in elementary knowing that my brother was looking, but when I got exposed to Miss Bell and her program, she, approached me in the hall one day, and I think I remember it was like maybe junior high school, and she just talked to me for a brief second in between class changes. She just told me, she's like, I'm watching you. And I didn't know, I'm like, she's like, I'm watching you. And, no sooner than, it took me, I didn't hear anything else. And then, I got to high school, and I guess at this time she had gone forward with the program, and she recruited me. And she told me, she said, I told you I was watching you, and I got you. And from that point forward, she, like, opened so many doors for me as a young man, to continue and to be better, and she influenced me to pursue everything that I got today, like having an event at home, not having an event at home, was really hard. And for me to be able to go to the program and, in the classroom with them and the staff at the AIM program, it really opened that vent for me, and even though it wasn't men, I didn't have any men to talk to, I found a really strong relationship in the women in this staff, and it really opened that vent for me and allowed me to channel all my energy into something more creative. They exposed me to a lot of luncheons and a lot of interviews with different people and a lot of different opportunities with the dual credit courses, and just everything that I got is just because I got exposed to her in that program, and it's a lifesaver. And now that I'm older and I'm on my own, and I'm still, I still have my days, you struggle, and I'm learning still, but I still go back and talk to her and all of the staff at the AIM program every time I get an opportunity to, and it has influenced me to help others. And I chose to help others by fixing cars, which I like, and by fixing healthcare, just helping people in general. When you're dealing with someone in the healthcare room, I feel like that's a personal relationship. And that's what I had when I was here at the AIM program with Ms. Bell and her staff. And I really appreciate everything that they ever did for me. I couldn't sit here and tell y'all enough, about the things on a personal level, on an educational level that the people at that program did for me, man. It was just unbelievable where they brought me from, and I really thank them every day for it. Thank you.
Vanda is such a shining star. We're very, very proud of him. And one of the things that both of them continue to talk about the luncheons, one of the things we have in our program is lunch and learn opportunities, where we bring the students in during their lunchtime so they won't miss instruction. We bring people from the community in, and they come in and talk to them about a wide variety of things, from citizenship, leadership development, just a wide variety. Dress for success, that's one of the things when they were with us in school, we dressed every Wednesday. So to hear them, how many years, 2-3 years later, still talking about the lunches, lets you know how powerful it was for those individuals coming in from the community to just talk to them and to let them know how much they cared about them. So we appreciate the opportunity to be here today, and if we don't take anything from this but the fact that we have seen so many outstanding young people tell their story, but what about those who don't have the opportunity to be in programs and don't have the opportunity to connect to caring adults who can make a difference in their lives? So it's so important that we as educators pass our stories on, let people see the success We've heard the data. We know these programs work. So it is our charge to make sure that the programs in this state that are working will be able to go to every community, to every elementary, high school, junior high, middle school, but let all of the children be able to take advantage of these wonderful opportunities, because it does work, and this is the future of South Carolina right here.
Thank you all so much, Ms. Bell, and the young man and young lady that you have with you. We appreciate your coming and being a part of the program today. And it's good to hear. It's amazing to hear that teacher said, "I'm watching you," and that made a difference for that young man. So all of us adults, we probably need to touch a child by saying, "Listen, we're watching you and we're there for you." That's her way of saying we're there for you.